Did you know that international travel spending in the United States is expected to reach $198 billion by 2025? Whether we travel or not, each of us has a traveler hidden inside us. Often, people think that traveling is just about going to a new place and seeing sights that you have never seen before. Some don't travel because they believe they will be spending money on something that's not worthwhile. But anyone who truly knows the value of traveling would disagree, because traveling is the only thing in the world where you spend money and get richer. In this video, I will give you a new perspective on how going to new places makes you richer by giving you an unending treasure of knowledge that ranges from culture to history. We will also discuss the riches traveling brings to your life by helping you in your personal development. Watch this video until the end because you are about to see a side of traveling that you have never explored before. Humans are made to wander around and explore the beauty, that vast horizons, beautiful meadows, snow-capped mountains, sandy beaches, and crystal clear water of oceans have to offer. If we stay home, we start looking at things a certain way and our perspective gets narrower and narrower. Traveling allows us to explore the beauty of our planet. It changes how we look at things. You start observing things more carefully, and even the smallest details get our attention. The landscapes give us a new perspective on the vastness and versatility of the earth. When you wander, you wonder. When you wonder, you get inspired. Let's take the example of a painter. They will get 1,000 ideas for paintings when they travel to a new place. When we travel, we appreciate the beauty of our planet, and recognizing the importance of the earth is key to preserving it. Wondering means being amazed at how beautiful the world is and leaving a place richer with precious memories that are worth more than any material assets. Traveling takes us to a world of cultural richness and diversity. On my trip to Japan, when I walked through the streets of Tokyo, I noticed that the city was a perfect blend of modern technology and ancient traditions. I would have never known that had I not traveled to Japan. Similarly, my time in India also introduced me to the rich Indian culture. Colorful festivals, beautifully embroidered dresses, and marvelous architecture. These experiences changed my perspective about the part of the world that I had only read about in newspapers and seen on television before. That's the beauty of traveling. It helps you understand and embrace new cultures. The cultural concepts that might be unacceptable to you at one point in life become acceptable when you experience them instead of reading about them online. Traveling makes us see the true diversity of this world in the form of different cultures by meeting and interacting with people who look different from you, speak differently, and live differently. We learn that we are just a dot in the ocean of cultures on our planet. From food to fashion, language, and arts, you learn about the things that are not present in books and not even on the internet in some cases. Traveling introduces us to new cultures and makes us more understanding and accepting of them. And there is no treasure in this world more valuable than that. As humans, we have always wanted to learn as much history about different parts and events of the world as possible. History is our connection with what the world went through when we weren't born. It tells us about the problems humanity faced at different points in time and how humans overcame those challenges. Traveling takes you back in time as you visit ancient sites that were once the cultural, political, or economic center of the world. I have been to Rome. I have walked through the stairs of the Colosseum. I have been to the Egyptian pyramids and the Great Wall of China. These sites made me feel like I was stepping back in time. When you are standing on a structure that was built thousands of years ago, you get a feeling that is filled with both amazement and gratitude. Not everyone gets a chance to see the places where some of the greatest kings sat, where some of the biggest battles in history were fought and which took decades to build. And then the thought that those structures are still standing tall even after centuries amazes you in the word's true sense. Traveling makes us richer because we get to see places that connect us to human history and heritage on a deeper level. Whether it's learning about the Renaissance in Italy or understanding how Alexander the Great conquered an area of land comprising dozens of countries today, traveling makes us understand human civilization better. Another key point about how traveling makes us a richer person is that we, as humans, are highly social beings. We thrive on building relationships and interacting with others. No matter how much wealth we have, how many luxuries we can afford, and how many facilities are at our disposal, we seek human interaction eventually. Imagine yourself in a mansion with all the amenities in the world, but the only thing that's not there is any human. You are on your own. You might enjoy the luxurious life for a few days, but will eventually crave to have someone around to talk to, and this need to interact with another human will increase with time. Similarly, when a new person comes into our lives, they bring a refreshing change. Traveling helps you meet new people every day and gives you a chance to get away from your usual social environment. Meeting new people means getting to know about new stories, discovering new ideas, and having access to a new pool of knowledge. When you make new friends while traveling, you share your thoughts and experiences with them. They also give you important tips about life. This helps you to learn more about the place you are visiting, its culture, and its people. Traveling also opens the floodgate of opportunities for you. While having dinner in a beachside restaurant in the Caribbean, I met a person who later became my regular client. Similarly, I met my best friend on a trip to Hawaii, and we have developed a strong bond ever since. The wealth of new friendships and relationships through traveling adds a new dimension to your life and is something that cannot be achieved by staying home. Traveling can also make you a richer person, as it helps you break free from stereotypes. When children become sensible enough to understand things, their minds are conditioned in a certain way depending upon where they live. Over time, images of different parts and people of the world become permanently entrenched in our minds, and we believe them to be the truth even if they are far from reality. Traveling helps us change our perception of the cultures, people, and places that we have never visited before. You bring certain stereotypes with you when you travel to a new place. Meeting other locals of that area helps break those stereotypes that you had about all your life before that point. It allows you to see why they live the way they live, and why they act the way they act. While their way of living might not be liked by the rest of the world, you are able to closely analyze the cultural factors contributing to the collective behavior of people. It is also very much possible that once we travel to a place, we not only start seeing things differently, but might even adopt some of them after realizing that they fit us and our personalities better. For example, when I traveled to India, I thought I'd have to live on packed food, because there wouldn't be any vegetarian diet options at eateries and restaurants. But I was surprised to see that almost every decent restaurant had a vegetarian menu for people who didn't eat meat. Imagine the pleasant surprise of someone who had come from a country where the main dish in restaurants normally has some kind of meat or fish in it. My stereotypes about Indian food would never have broken if I had never visited the country. This is the true wealth that traveling brings you. It helps you expand your horizon. There is a famous saying by Marcel Proust: the real voyage of discovery consists not in seeking new landscapes, but in having new eyes. We all are living in a bubble in which we think and understand things only in a certain way. Anything that's not aligned with our preconceived ideas becomes hard for us to accept, and sometimes results in retaliation. Traveling gives a person the new eyes that Marcel Proust talked about. When we visit new parts of the world, meet new people, and experience new cultures, it expands the horizon of our thoughts and understanding. It enables us to see how the people in places thousands of miles from our homes live, how they think and how they interact. We get out of our bubble and become open-minded by discovering other versions of the world. Traveling also makes us empathize with others, which is often not possible if we learn their story through the news. It is a fulfilling experience to observe new people and their cultures and learn about them without being judgmental of how they do certain things. Traveling gives you the invaluable asset of tolerance. You are able to understand others better and have a more tolerant worldview, which is more important today than ever before. The best thing about the wealth of open-mindedness is that it leaves a positive impact on others as well. Your tolerant and open-minded thoughts will inspire others to abandon their narrow-minded thoughts and become more tolerant towards others and their point of view. This is exactly what's needed for personal growth and development. We often think we know ourselves well, but some aspects of our personalities are never explored. Traveling gives you an experience of a lifetime no matter the place you are visiting. This helps you to develop a deeper understanding of your life and learn things that polish your personality. When we pack your backpack, we step out of your comfort zone. Getting out of one's comfort zone and accepting the challenges that come our way while we are on the road. Every second that you spend traveling makes you more mature and helps you grow personally and intellectually. We as humans need to constantly evolve and provide food for our minds. Traveling does exactly that. It gives your mind a new idea and discovery every day to think about. If you know how to take the full benefit of traveling, you will grow spiritually as well. The people you encounter, the places you visit, and the cultures you see, everything contributes to making you a better version of yourself and constantly improving your personality. Besides discovering new landscapes, you discover yourself too when you travel. You learn things about yourself that would have stayed hidden forever if you had stayed home all your life. Traveling allows you to discover your true potential. It tells you what your body and mind are capable of. You find new ways to deal with problems that seemed impossible to solve before. Traveling makes you see your hidden talents and skills and be a better person. Traveling is an experience that brings unlimited wealth to our lives by exposing us to new ideas. It gives us a better understanding of the places we visit, the people we interact with, and the cultures we observe. I know this for a fact because I have been to more than 80 countries in the world. And if you also want to become a richer person, then pack your bags and explore the world that has more to offer than we can ever imagine. Where have you traveled so far? Drop your answers in the comments below. I'll be back with another amazing topic soon. Till then, take care.